Welcome to Coffee Havoc number 2. This is my chit chat. Alright, so first I will explain the No Legacy song. If you're not up to speed, I turned 50 on Wednesday that just passed on the 23rd. Alright, so as a 50-year-old man, I've had some realizations that needed to be addressed. The first realization is that I don't have a legacy. Therefore, the song No Legacy. And I know the first thing everybody's going to say, but you do have a legacy. You have YouTube and all your videos, so you're basically going to be immortal. Alright, let me break this down for you. That is a manifesto type legacy. It's not a biological legacy. Alright? Most people have children who have biological legacies. If you're blessed in life, you get both. Like if you're an actor or a singer, and that's how you make your living. And if you die and your children get into the business, or they stay the fuck out the business, they're still your legacy. They're still your living legacy. They are your DNA, and they are going to live on even though you have passed on. You understand? That is the legacy in which I don't have. Yeah, I have a fuck ton of comic books and toys. That is not the physical legacy in which I desired when I was younger. As a 50-year-old now, I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have a wife. You all know that I am hopelessly, madly in love with the flawlessly beautiful and dangerously sexy Zeta Zhang, who does not know that I exist. And I know I have a snowball's chance in hell, but a snowball's chance in hell is still a chance, and I do believe in miracles. And I will manifest that, or I will die trying, as I tell her on Instagram and Facebook all the time. Well, Instagram and TikTok. I'm going to marry you or die trying. I'm serious, but I'm pretty sure she's just taking that off because she's famous, and she probably hears that from everybody. You know, and that's the thing. You know, when people don't know that you exist, you're just another cog in a wheel. And I'm just another cog in a wheel. Probably something she's probably heard 10,000 times before. You know, I do like other women, but if I was given the choice, like if God came down and offered me the choice right now, you can pick any woman in history, who would it be, and you can marry them, and there'll be no bad relationship, and you'll get through life happily ever after. She would be that one. Alright? Like I said, she doesn't know I exist. So, moving on from that. I don't have a legacy. I don't have children. I have comic books. I have toys. Now, granted, you might think, yeah, that's a legacy. Yeah. It's a legacy if you actually get to pass it down to people who actually give a fuck about you. It's not a legacy when you have greedy family members who's just going to take your shit and either sell it or they're going to steal it when you die, even if your will is in your computer and says that none of these motherfuckers get anything, and that your cousin, the R-Dog, and your older sister are to save what they want, sell everything else, split the money evenly, and live out their life. As for the 5 younger siblings under me, and unfortunately my 2 brothers on my dad's side from another woman, they get nothing. And granted, it's not their fault, my 2 brothers, because we had issues that we just couldn't see each other because of where I live. So that's on me. But to be fair, my older sister has been through so much hell in her life just taking care of us. And my cousin R-Dog has been the only real family member that has been with me ride or die come hell or high water. I can't say that about nobody else. And hell, some of the things that I have are some of his things that I tried to give back to him when he had sons. And he's like, nah, my sons will destroy that shit. You need to keep it. And for him, I love him. I kept him. I have tried to give them back. I've tried to give him every G.I. Joe that he has. That's why our Joes are separated. You know? And I'm like, yo, I can give you all your G.I. Joes back. And he's like, nah, man, they're safer with you. And I was like, yeah, but they're yours. They're not mine. He's like, well, they're yours while they're in your position. And I was like, yeah, I know that. But the truth be told is I would rather give them back to him so that he can give them to his children and then they can decide what to do with them. And I will have to bring that back up to him and see what he says. I just got to dig all of his Joes out of my shed. because they're separate from mine. Mines, I know where all of mine. I have some in that closet, I have some in that drawer, and I have a whole lot back there in the shed. He has a whole lot in the shed. It's just in separate boxes so that they aren't confused. Okay? Now, when I die, or if I die untimely, my will states that he and my sibling are to get that and all my comic books and sell them and get all the money that they can. Get every dime you can. Keep what you want, but sell everything else. Sell every damn thing else. Everything. Sell it all. Every toy, everything. Sell every bit of it. And the reason why I say that is because I have family members that are greedy. And people reveal themselves the most when you die. I don't have children. Let me state that one more time. I don't have children. I'm a 50-year-old man who never got the chance to go out and live his life. I am living my worst life right now. But the flip side is that I'm actually, let me put some light on the subject. I'm actually in the best place in here that I've ever been in my entire fucking life. I owe a lot of that to you guys here on YouTube. I owe a lot of that shit to the people on Instagram. I owe a lot of that shit to the people on TikTok. But as for biological family, I don't owe them a goddamn thing because they're part of the fucking problem. And the reason why I say that is, alright, it's 7 of us. The older 2 are like this, which would be my elder sister and myself. We're the oldest of 7. And we're down here. Each one of them are up here. And the fact that none of them decided to take a knee so that all of us could come up at the same time. All of them live on fuck you, I do what I want. None of them have ever reached out to say, we're going to help you with your acting career. The only thing they've ever done is have babies and drop them off at my lap instead of being an adult and be like, maybe we shouldn't be having all these motherfucking babies with pieces of shit that don't want nothing to do with us outside of having sex. Alright, now, this is going to sound really weird and right out of left field, but I'm going to say the shit. As a straight man, y'all probably ain't going to understand, but I'm a straight man who has 5 sisters. Alright? My aunt and I had this conversation before. My dad and I had this conversation before. I haven't had this conversation with my mother because we ain't that goddamn close. But I will have this conversation with y'all just like I would have it with anybody else. And it's going to sound really, really fucking strange, but I'm going to say it. If I was a woman, I would be the most dangerous bitch on the planet. Alright? And yeah, I said bitch. I normally don't use that term for women unless they earned that shit. But I'd be the most dangerous bitch on this planet. You know why? 1, I'm not having any motherfucking children. It's a fucking choice that I'm choosing not to have. 2, if I'm gonna be fucking, I'm gonna be fucking. And you know what I'm gonna do after I'm done fucking? I'm gonna send that dumbass man to fuck out my house. I'm gonna lay down the rules as soon as we start fucking. So here's how this is working. I don't want to hear no bullshit about how you want to marry me. I don't want to hear no bullshit about how we gonna have babies. I don't want to hear no shit how you gonna be there. Because those are some lies that have been told to my siblings. And you know who to take care of their babies? That would be me. Alright? So you understand why I said if I was a woman, I'd be the most dangerous bitch ever. I would fuck men and send them the fuck home. So, nah, this is just about sex, buddy. That's all. This ain't no fucking emotions. I'd be a woman with a man's brain in his head, in her head. I'd be like, nope, we just fucking, and then you getting the fuck out my face. And I'm sure y'all all are thinking, well, what if the motherfucker wants to keep coming back? I'll let him know when he can come the fuck back. But after I get mine, he rolling the fuck out. It'd be just like any other man that fucks a chick and does her dirty and leaves her ass right there. I would be the exact same thing. I'd just be a motherfucking woman doing that shit to men. No. Because I know how people do. Alright? And my aunt was like, yeah, that's not a bad idea. I said, nah, it's the only idea because here's that thing. When you are a young lady and your girlfriends tell you, oh, you should get pregnant. Is that bitch pregnant? Fuck nah, that bitch ain't pregnant. Now, maybe 1 or 2 of them might be pregnant. They may have found that diamond in the rough that treats them like gold. Might be like, yeah, I got a good man. Yeah, that's you. That don't mean I'm going to have a good man. And what happens if I get pregnant and this motherfucker don't want me or the baby? Now you see the fucking hole I done dug from listening to my little girlfriend talking about some, well, if you get pregnant, he gonna be with you forever. Nah, bitch, if you get pregnant, that's that motherfucker that's gonna leave and tell everybody that your goddamn nether region stink. And that's also the man that all his friends gonna want to fuck you too. You understand why I said I'd be the most dangerous bitch on the planet. I would fuck who I want, and I would send them the fuck on home. It's like, no, motherfucker, you not gonna impregnate me and leave me stuck for 18 years taking care of a motherfucker. Turn right back around and say I'm a whore. Turn right back around and says that my vagina stinks. Turn right back around and tell your friends they can fuck me. No, we not doing that shit. That shit's gonna be different. And if everybody, regardless of if you were a man or a woman, was just honest about sex shit. Now, look, I don't want a relationship with you. I want fuck. I don't have a problem if a woman tells me that. It beats her telling me, I'm in love with you, let's see where this goes, and then at the end of 2 years, I'm the one out in the cold. No, fuck that shit. If you don't want me, and you are a woman, you tell me that shit after we fuck or before we fuck. If we are in a fucking fuck situation, where we just fuck all the fucking time, cool. I can compartmentalize my feelings. Hopefully you can do the goddamn same. Because we're going to have this discussion before we get in that bed. And if I was a woman, it'd be the same way. We're going to have this motherfucking discussion before I get in the bed with you. Especially if I'm a woman. It's like, okay, look. I need to know what you want. Do you want a situationship? Where we just fuck buddies? I call you when I need dick. You call me when you feel like you can lick? No. Because I'm okay with that. What I don't want is that woman that says, I want a relationship. And before you know it, the relationship is over, but you don't know it. There's nothing worse than being in a one-sided relationship and you not knowing that you're the only one in the fucking relationship. My ex-fiance, that's exactly what happened. I was in love. Completely in love. Mind, body, and soul. And I truly mean soul. And then it was, you can't come see me no more. Relationships are overrated. And let me tell you something. There have been things on the news of late where the young lady, 18 years old, just threw her life away by killing her boyfriend and his best friend by riding her car at 100 and some miles an hour into a wall. Just break the fuck up. Don't throw your life away. Break the fuck up. Yeah, this gonna hurt a lot. It's gonna be a whole lot better than this hurt than you be in prison for the rest of your life for doing something stupid. Same thing with these dumbass men. I'm gonna collect this insurance money. I'm gonna take this bitch out. And this bitch being his girlfriend or his wife. No. If you don't want to be with somebody, break the fuck up. Because if you murder that motherfucker, especially if it's a decent cop, you suspect number one. If you pay somebody to murder them, you still suspect number one because you know what they say. He who squeals gets the deal. So just break the fuck up. It's not that motherfucking difficult. I know I deviated off the topic before anybody says, hey, you went a long way away from no legacy. I'm bringing it all back around as I usually do. The thing with that is, though, if I was a woman, this is why I said that, I would be straight with the dude from the jump. No, yo, you looking right good, son. I'm clean. You clean. We fuck. Like, now how many times we fuck is generally gonna be on the woman's roster of, did I like that dick? Did I like that tongue? I don't want to fuck with this motherfucker no more. Call me up. Yo, we fucking tonight? Nah, it was good, but it wasn't great, so I'm not gonna, we're not gonna do this shit no more. And the dude needs to be respectful. Alright, cool. Click. Move on to the next girl. And she will definitely move on to the next guy. And here's the thing. If she's jumping from situationship to situationship, she's testing the waters. But she also might not want to ever have to settle down. She may not want to have babies. And you have to find out all this shit before y'all get into a fucking relationship. Because my ex, we talked about children, but we didn't talk about children. In other words, I talked about children. That was it. In one ear, out the other, or in one ear, out the asshole. Never gave a fuck. No. And it would have helped to know that before I sank my soul into this woman. Right? Now, believe it or not, some of us men can love one woman and be okay with it. A lot of us men cannot, but some of us men can. If you raise right and if you know what love is, you should never have to cheat. Now, I can't say that on the other end because I don't have a vagina. But I do know that I have never hurt a girl because I've been hurt by girls. I've been hurt by girls a fucking lot. And like I said, it don't it don't hurt to be honest. Yes, people are afraid of the visceral reaction of we breaking up. And here's how this works. You can let them down easy. Y'all motherfuckers can talk instead of me having to go to court and talk to a fucking judge because all I want to know is what happened? How'd you fall out of love overnight? How'd you just cut off your feelings like a motherfucking switch? No. Tell me what the fuck happened. And now, what? 2010, 11, so it's like 13 years ago when that shit happened. And I never got an answer. Good news is, I no longer give a fuck. I hope she's doing well. I pray she never does that to anybody else because the next person might not be as nice as me. You know? And all I did was call 2 times to try to talk. And next thing I know, I'm sitting in court. Oh, yeah. What happened was, I sent 2 birthday text messages and 2 love songs. That's what happened, and that's how I got into trouble for harassment. And then after the judge and I talked, I literally told him, look, man, if she was here, all I would ask you to do is make her tell me why. And then you, her, and Jesus will never fucking see me again. That's it. Because you don't play with people's emotions. You really don't. Because you don't know how motherfuckers react. You know emotional damage is more costly for a man than a woman in most cases. There are very few cases where an emotionally damaged woman goes off and kills the men. And you guys can Google this shit. The facts are more emotionally damaged men are the ones that kill their mates versus the women. I have 2 friends. Technically, it was 1 friend, which was the guy. He killed his girlfriend and himself in front of their child. Never got out of high school. I had a cousin who had a cousin who went to prison. Came home. Probably won't out more than 2 years. Did the exact same motherfucking thing. Exact same thing. I said to myself right then and there, no matter how bad I got it, that ain't the way to do that shit. One happened in 93, one happened in 99. And I said, if you don't want me, break up with me, but have honor when you're doing it. You know, just tell me the truth. Yo, it's not working. I was never in love with you. I'm sorry I wasted 2 years of your life. Anything would have been better than relationships are overrated. You can't come see me anymore. Which goes back to why I said I'd be the most dangerous bitch on the planet if I was a woman. I'm not going to just fuck everything that move, And there's always going to be safe sex. But, it's going to be something that I choose to do versus, oh, well, I'm in love with this guy, and he's only in love with me until after he dicks me down. And now that I'm knocked the fuck up, he gone. Now I'm stuck with this baby because I don't believe in abortion. You understand? Now I got a legacy of a bastard child and a bastard father that didn't want a damn thing to do with me, but my stupid ass believed that fucking shit. Oh, I love you. I ain't gonna never leave you. I ain't gonna never leave you. But when a dude gets a woman pregnant, a real motherfucker will stay there. But you tend to get these motherfuckers that as soon as you get pregnant, they fucking get scared and jump ship. Or them motherfuckers be like, well, bitch, is it mine? Who you cheating on me with? How I know it's mine? And in many cases, she's probably not cheating. And in some cases, Maury Povich. In some cases, the bitch is cheating. But like I said, I wouldn't be that bitch. See them things right there? I strongly believe in these motherfuckers. I ain't poking no holes in them as a man. I damn sure wouldn't poke no holes in them as a woman because I grew up in a house where I watched my parental unit of the female gender struggle with baby daddies. Why the fuck would I want to go through that shit? Watching her suffer with us. And then having my female siblings see the same shit I see, but somehow they're fucking okay with it. You understand the concept of why I would be the most dangerous bitch? Them motherfuckers is miracle makers right there. And I would be using them all the time. No fuck that pull out method. Fuck the cream pie. Nah, 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 nah. We getting this shit done and then you getting the fuck out my house. It's just that damn simple. There's nothing wrong with it. But see, the stereotype of men accusing women of being whores and women accusing other women of being whores and bitches because they woman enough to live in their truth. While, oh, this bitch is a whore. Bitch, you just mad because this bitch was brave enough to go ahead and get all that goddamn dick while you just sit there trying to build a relationship with a motherfucker that didn't want you in the first goddamn place, fucked you, and then told all his friends that you pussy stink. I said what I said. But that is life right there. And I would much rather have a woman tell me from the jump, we in a situationship. This ain't gonna be no relationship. We gonna fuck 5 times. I said, how are we scheduling it? That's my only question. How are we scheduling it? Once every Saturday a month? Well, how's that gonna work? We're gonna fuck like for 5 days straight? No, I want to know how this is gonna work because I want to be able to enjoy it and go about my life. I don't want to be waiting. You know, I'm gonna hit you up this Saturday. If you're real good, you might get it again on Sunday. You know, I'm gonna hit you up next Saturday because I'm off every Saturday. So every Saturday, either you show up at my house or I show up at yours. But somebody getting fucked on late Friday night, early Saturday morning until the break of motherfucking dawn. Therefore, now back to the no legacy. Because that's how you make a legacy with a child. But you want a legacy with a woman that wants to be with you for the rest of her life as well as the rest of yours. And for you young ladies, you want a man that wants to be with you for the rest of his life and the rest of yours. Now, if you don't find them, that's fine. But at that same time, you can't have gone out here and emotionally damaged a woman, and you can't go out here and emotionally damage a man and then don't want to deal with the consequences. Because that's what happens when you fucking play with people. You don't want a motherfucker. Tell them before the fucking relationship begin what kind of relationship it's in. The end. We're in a situationship. I call you when I need dick. We're in a situationship. You call me when you need dick. And I will be there with bells on. You know? If a man and a woman both was honest enough to do that, there would be less fucking fights, less rapes, less murderers. And I'm speculating because I could be wrong. For all I know, it could be more. But practically speaking, you two consenting adults, and we just fucking, I'm not raping you. I'm showing up when you call. You showing up when I call. Now, if we in a relationship and you just bored of the dick, you can break up. You ain't gotta drive me into a motherfucking wall at 100 miles an hour. You can just break up with me. Be like, yo, I really don't want you no more, but I do have one rule. I only have one rule on that. First, be honest. Second, do not be fucking my friend or any family member, because then that really would make you a bitch. Yeah, that's just my opinion. Then you really would have earned that title, bitch. Now, let me throw one more hypocritical statement in there. What if she's just in the threesomes and she wants you and your best friend, but it's not a relationship? It's just a fuck thing. That doesn't make her a bitch. That just makes her a woman who knows what the fuck she wants, and she's gonna do it whether you like it or not. Because the one thing that I learned about being in relationships, you can be in love with somebody all you fucking want, but you can't stop that motherfucker from giving up that dick or that pussy. You can't. They have to stop that shit. If your girlfriend wants to cheat on you, she's gonna fucking cheat on you. If your husband wants to cheat on you or your boyfriend, they're gonna cheat on you. And ain't a goddamn thing you can do about it but accept it. Because killing them don't undo the fact that they did it. The sooner everybody realizes that, the sooner they'll have less problems. Now, again, I'm going to finish this video off now with the no legacy. No legacy basically came up on my 50th birthday. Without question, without remorse, I did that so the iris would lighten up. Because somebody said something to me. Actually, 2 people said something to me. It was 2 of my sisters, actually. And they said, happy birthday. And I texted on Facebook, I said, to everybody in my family, please don't say happy birthday to me. Because you telling me happy birthday because I'm 50 is basically you telling me to go fuck myself. And why did I say it that way? Because it's the truth. We ain't all on the same level. But we should have all been able to come up at the same damn time. We all should have came up at the same time instead of somebody making sacrifice, that being me. But everybody else just elevate. And my little ass is down here. Dream of being a cop? Gone. Dream of being an actor? Gone. Why are they gone? Because I gotta fucking keep taking care of everybody else's elevation. But my shit just passing me by. Here I am at 50 fucking years old. Now, the dream of being an actor ain't gone. It ain't over until I die. I've told y'all that. I'm not giving the fuck up because I done put 26 years of my life into this shit. And I have to keep going now because I'm fucking deeply invested. But nobody else that gives a fuck about me is deeply invested. Especially people in this family. Ain't made ever want to reach out to actors or stars to be like, hey, how can I get my brother into this soap opera? How can I get my brother into this drama? He don't have to have a big part. He just needs to have his foot in that motherfucking door so that he can network and get what he needs done. Nobody's done that. My bro CLS did that shit last week. And no, I haven't, unfortunately, had the time to go reach out to Cynthia Rock in Black Creek. That will be on my agenda for tomorrow. But like I said, got no legacy. I don't have a wife, so I don't have children. I would love to have a wife. Maybe she don't want children, which is okay too. Because I'm 50 years old. What would be the point of me trying to have a child at 50, where when I'm 60 I could be old and decrepit, and my child might run in the street at 10 years old, and I can't save him because all my youth is gone, all my speed is gone, all my strength is gone. We don't know if I'm going to be alive at 60, and I don't want to leave a woman with a baby when I don't want to die and leave her without a baby, without a daddy. And then she has to do it all by herself. No, I don't want to do that. But that's what makes me a real man. I don't want to leave a woman that I had a baby with high and dry because I died. Could have been anything. Now, if it's like where I died in a car wreck where it's not my fault, okay. But I also want to make sure that they're taken care of. Just in fucking case, you know. If I accidentally die, I want to make sure they set, yo. I want to make sure that when I die, they're set to go. But, like I said, there's a teeny tiny problem. I'm not married. I don't have any children. Never got the chance to live my life. Therefore, the song, no legacy. No legacy at all. That being said, I'm Echo Fan Greatwell. This is Comfy Island number 2. And whoever just walked past that door, they fucking farted. And I know y'all fucking heard that shit. Anyway, that's fucked up, and I'm about to go chew their ass the fuck out for that shit. Thank you for watching. I'm pissed off about that. I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you for watching.